Hello student, in today's class we are going to discuss mixture and alligation exercise part 3. Clear? Next one. Now there is indexes related to this exercise, method of alligation, concept of mixture, concept of replacement of mixture based questions, some miscellaneous question and then summarize our today's lecture. Now there is a disclaimer. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property right of the original creator and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concern or issues, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Now formula. First we see some formula related to mixture and alligation. First formula is related to alligation rule. Let the cost price of a unit of cheaper article is C rupees and that of a unit of costly article is D and the average mean price of the mixture is M. Then quantity of cheaper article upon quantity of costly article is equals to cost price of a unit of costly article minus average price or mean price upon mean price minus cost price of a unit of a cheaper article. So we can write it in this formation: CP of cheaper and CP of dearer. Dearer it means costlier. So average become D minus M ratio DM minus C. So we can write it quantity of cheaper upon quantity of dearer. It could be D minus M ratio M minus C, or we can say that D minus M upon M minus C. So other formula for calculating concentration of a solution after certain number of operation. Clear? Suppose a container contain X unit of a liquid from which Y unit are taken out and replaced by water. After an operation, the quantity of pure liquid become X in the bracket 1 minus Y upon X to the power N. Clear? And represent the number of operations. How many times we do? Y represent the number of unit taken out and X represent the total number of units. Clear? So same third formula for combining the ratio of milk and water from both mixture to find the overall ratio in third container. A container has milk and water ratio A ratio B. A second container same capacity as first, as he has milk and water ratio C ratio D. So if both mixture are emptied into third container, then the ratio of milk and water in third container is given by A upon A plus B plus C upon C plus D ratio B upon A plus B plus D upon C plus D. Now see the first question. A person has a chemical of ₹25 per liter. In what ratio should water be mixed in this mixture so that by selling it 20 rupees per liter, he may get a profit of 25 rupees. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now, question says that a person has a chemical of ₹25 per liter. Clear? But when he sell at 20 rupees, he get profit of 25%. So what will be the cost price of the mixture? Because he added some water. So we can say that 100 upon 125 multiplied by 20. So when we calculate it, we got the cost price of the mixture is 16 rupees. Clear? Next. So again, now we can use it. Formula 11.1, which is alligation based. So chemical is 25 rupees per liter. Water is freely available in mathematical term. And their mixture price is, cost price is 16 rupees. So the ratio will become 16 ratio 9. Clear? When we solve it. Now next question is, Chai wala mixes 3 quantities of T1, T2 and T3 priced at 74 rupee per kg, 68 rupee per kg and 63 rupees per kg in a ratio 1:2:4. He added some more quantity of T1 to 4 kg of this mixture. He sold this new mixture for ₹84 per kg, thereby making a profit of 20%. How much of T1 did he mix with the mixture? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to using formula 11.1. So let first take T1 and T2. Clear? So T1 is 74 rupees per kg and T2 is 68 rupees per kg. So we let the average price of T1 and T2 become X, and ratio is given 1:2 T1 and T2. So we can calculate X. We know the formula. So 74 minus X upon X minus 68 is equals to 2:1. It is given. So when we calculate it, solution to be continued, we get the value of X, which is 70 rupees. Now take T3. So what we can do? Average cost price of T1, T2, which is 70, we value of X, and CP of 63, and the ratio become, this is 3 and 4 given. So we calculate the value of Y, average price. So when we get calculation, we get the value of Y, which is 66 rupees. Clear? Now, next we can do, now let us assume that Z quantity of T1 is mixed with the mixture. Clear? Because it is so said that he sold this new mixture for rupees 84 rupees per kg, making a profit of 20%. Clear? So it means 184 is related to 120%. So what will be the 100%? When we calculate it, we get 70 rupees. Clear? So value of all the three averages and cost price of the mixture, calculating average, which is become average 70. So this is 66 and 74, maximum price and minimum price, and this is the average price, all three. So when we calculate it, and we know that the ratio is Z ratio 4. Clear? So what will be the value of Z? When we calculate it, we get Z equals to 4 kg. Clear? Next one. If 5 kg of potato costing 5 rupees per kg and 3 kg of potato costing 4 rupees per kg mixed, find the average cost of the mixture per kg. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to using formula 11.1. Now let average cost is X rupees per kg for all the potatoes. Clear? So dearer price, it means costlier potato, and cheaper potatoes price is given is 5 rupees and 4 rupees per kg. Clear? So we let the average price, which is X, and ratio is given that 5 kg and 3 kg. So we know that. Now we can calculate the average by the formula. So 5 minus X upon X minus 4 is 3 upon 5, or we can say that 3:5. So when we calculate, we get the value of X, which is 4.625, or we can say that 4.63 approximately. Clear? Next one is, a shopkeeper bought 20 kg of onion at rupees 6.50 rupees per kg and 30 kg of onion at rupees 7 rupees per kg. He sold the mixture at the profit of 60 rupees. At what price did he sell per kg of the mixture of onion? Now you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to using formula 11.1. Now price of the onion of cheaper and costlier is 6.5 and 7. So we can let the average cost price, which is X. Clear? And ratio is given because 20 kg and 30 kg is given in the question. So we can put it, and applying the formula of alligation, X minus 6.5 upon 7 minus X equals to, we can write it 30 upon 20. So when we calculate it, we get the value of X, which is, solution to be continued, X equals to 6.8 rupees per kg. So total value after mixture, 6.8 into 50, total is 20 kg and 30 kg, so it become 50 kg. So we can multiply it, we get 340 rupees. So sold the mixture because he had gained 60 rupees profit. So 340 plus 60, it will be 400 rupees. So required value per kg, we can divide it 40 upon 50, 400 upon 50, because total selling price is 400 rupees and total weight of the onion is 50 kg. So we get the 8 rupees per kg. Clear? Next. A 12-liter cylinder contains a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen, the volume of oxygen being 40% of the total volume. A few liters of mixture is released and equal amount of nitrogen is added. Then the same amount of mixture as before is released and replaced by the nitrogen for the second time. As a result, the oxygen content becomes 10% of the total volume. How many liters of the mixture is released each time? Now you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to using formula 11.2, which is replacement formula. So let y liter of mixture is released every time. Clear? So in this question it is given that ratio of the result of the oxygen content 10% of the total volume. Clear? It means when it is at last it becomes only 10% of the total volume. Clear? So we can calculate the value of the oxygen after these two repetition. Clear? So let y liter of mixture is released every time. So we can just put this data in formula. So total capacity of the cylinder is 12 liter, 1 minus y by 12 power 2, because this process is repeated 2 times, upon 12, because the ratio is given that 0.10 upon 0.40. Clear? Because before is 40% and at last is 10%. So when we make the ratio, it becomes 0.10 upon 0.40. Now when we calculate it, we get the value of y. So this will be what we can do. Now we just solve this equation. Y 1 minus y upon 12 square upon, we can write it 1 by 4, 1 by 2 square. So we can compare it, y upon 12 equals to 1 by 2. So y become 6 liters. Clear? Next one is 100 liters of mixture contain 20% of water and rest is milk. The amount of milk that must be added so that the resulting mixture contain 87.5% milk is. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now milk in 100 liter of mixture, because it is given that 100 liter of mixture. So 20 liter is water. So 80 liter will be the milk. So 80% of 100 is 80 liter. Same way water quantity is 20 liter. So we use the formula. If we add some water, clear? If we add some milk, 80 plus x upon 20, the ratio become 87.5%. It means 87.5 upon, we can write it 12.5. Clear? Milk and water. Water will be 12.5. Milk will be 87.5. Because we take milk and water ratio. So we can cross multiplying it and comparing it, we get the value of x. So x equals to 60 liters. C is the correct answer. Clear? Next one. Two liquid are mixed in the ratio 3:2 and the mixture is sold at 11 rupees per liter and at a 10% profit. If the first liquid costs 2 rupees more per liter than the second, what is the cost per liter of the second liquid? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now let second liquid cost is x rupees per liter. Clear? Because it is given that. So the first liquid cost will be x plus 2. In the question it is given that the second liquid cost is 2 rupees more than first. So first we let the price of the second and then we calculate the cost price of the first one. Clear? So CP is, because he sell at 11 rupees per liter and he get 10% profit. It means the cost price of the mixture will become 11 into 10 upon 110. So it is 10 rupees. Clear? So use the alligation formula. Price of dearer, it means liquid 1 price become x plus 2 and cheaper is x, and their average price, mixture price is 10 rupees. So the ratio is 3:2. It is given in the question. So we just use the formula of alligation. Clear? So x plus 2 minus 10 upon 10 minus x equals to 2/3 or 2/3 we can say that. So when we solve it, we get the value of x, which is 8.8 rupees per liter. Clear? Now next one. 8 liter are drawn from a cask full of wine and is then filled with water. This operation is performed 3 more times. The ratio of the quantity of wine now left in the cask to that of water is 16:65. How much wine did the cask hold originally? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to using formula 11.1. Let original quantity is x liter. Clear? So amount of wine left after 4 operations. So we use the formula 16 upon 81. Total will be 81 becomes 16 plus 65. So it becomes 81. And the formula of alligation, we use it in replacement method. Total quantity 1 minus quantity taken out upon total quantity to the power n, where n is the number of operations which are applying. So there are 4 times we are doing. So x in the bracket 1 minus, we taken out 8 liters. So 8 upon x power 4 upon x. So when we solve it, we get the value of x, which is 24 liter. Clear? Next one. A 20-liter mixture of milk and water contain milk and water in the ratio 3:2. 10 liter of the mixture is removed and replaced with pure milk, and the operation is repeated once more. At the end of 2 removal and replacement, what is the ratio of milk and water in the resultant mixture? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. The 20-liter mixture contain milk and water in the ratio 3:2. Therefore, there will be 12 liter of milk in the mixture and 8 liter of water in the mixture. Clear? So, when 10 liter of the mixture is removed, 6 liter of milk is removed and 4 liter of water is removed. Therefore, there will be 6 liter of milk and 4 liter of milk of water left in the container. It is then replaced with pure milk of 10 liters. Now the container will have 16 liter of milk and 4 liter of water. Now, when 10 liter of new mixture is removed, 8 liter of milk and 2 liter of water is removed. The container will have 8 liter of milk and 2 liter of water in it. Now, 10 liter of pure milk is added. Therefore, the container will have 18 liter of milk and 2 liter of water in it at the end of the second step. Clear? So, the required ratio will become 18:2, or we can say that 9:1. B is the correct answer. Next one. In what ratio must a person mix 3 kinds of tea costing 60 rupees, 75 rupees and 100 rupees per kg, so that the resultant mixture, when sold at 96 rupees per kg, yield a profit 20%? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Question says that in what ratio must a person mix 3 kind of tea? Clear? Which is 60, 75 and 100 rupees per kg. But when he sell the mixture at 96 rupees, he got profit of 20%. So the result mixture is sold at 20% profit at rupees 96. So what will be the cost price of the mixture? It will be 80 rupees. Let the 3 variety be A, B and C costing 60, 70 and 100 rupees respectively. The mean price fall between B and C. Hence, the following method should be used by the alligation method. Find out the ratio QA and QC using alligation method. So it will become QA upon QC 100 minus 80 upon 80 minus 60, which is become 1:1. Same way, solution to be continued. Find out the relation or ratio between QB and QC using alligation method. So 100 minus 80 upon 80 minus 75. So it will become 4:1. So we can say that QC can be found by adding the value of QC in step 1 and step 2, which is 2. Clear? So QA, QB and QC will become 1:4:2. Clear? Next one is 3 glasses of the capacity of 2 liter, 5 liter and 9 liter contain mixture of milk and water with milk concentration 90%, 80% and 70% respectively. The content of 3 glasses are emptied into a large vessel. Find the ratio of milk to water in the resultant mixture. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. The quantity of milk will be 2 liter, 5 liter, 9 liter, which is become 16 liter. Clear? Now 90% in first is milk, 80% of 5 is milk, 70% of 9 is milk. So when we calculate it, we get total value of milk is 12.1 liter. Clear? So water quantity will be 16 minus 12.1, which is 3.9 liter. So required ratio will become 12.1 upon 3.9. When we solve it, we get 121:39. Next question is 4 kg of potato at rupees 5 rupees per kg is mixed with 8 kg of potato at rupees 6 rupees per kg. Find the average price of the mixture. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to using formula 11.1. Let average price per kg is of potato is x rupees per kg. Clear? So the cheaper and dearer price we know that, given that 5 rupees per kg and 6 rupees per kg. So we let the average price, which is x, and we know that the quantity ratio 4 kg and 8 kg. Clear? So we can easily calculate the value of x. So when we calculate it, we get the value of x, which is 5.66 rupees per kg. Clear? Next one. A car contains a mixture of two liquid A and B in ratio 4:7. When 6 liter of mixture are drawn off and the can is filled with B, the ratio of A and B become 3:7. How many liters of liquid A was contained in the can initially? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are using the alligation formula. Clear? So the question says that A contain a mixture of two liquid A and B in ratio 4:7. So we can say that total quantity in A and B in the can 1 is 11. Clear? In which A is 4 unit and B is 7 unit. In the second can, ratio of A and B is 3:7. Clear? So when we add it, 6 liter of mixture are drawn off and we fill with B, then the ratio become 3:7. Clear? So we can let it, the quantity of A is 4x. Clear? And quantity of B is 7x. So the ratio, when we let out 6 liter of mixture, so this 6 liter will be taken out in the form of 4/11 and 7/11, because in the mixture it will be drained by same ratio. Clear? So 4x minus 4/11 into 6 by the liquid one taken out. In the same way 7x minus 7/11 into 6, but we add the liquid B, so we add 6 liter, and when we doing this, the ratio become 3:7. Clear? Now we have the equation, we can easily solve it. We get the value of x, which is 240 upon 77. So we calculate the value of x, which is 12.46 rupees. Clear? Next. A can contain a mixture of two liquid A and B in the ratio 5:7. 7:5. When 9 liter of the mixture are drawn off and the can is filled with B with the same amount, the ratio of A and B becomes 7:9. How many liters of liquid A was contained by the can initially? Clear? So you have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Let us suppose that the can initially contains 7x and 5x liter of the mixture A and B respectively. So the quantity of A in the mixture left. So we can write it 7x minus 7 by 12 into 9. So we can write it 7x minus 1121 by 4 liter. Same way the quantity of B in mixture B left, 5x minus 5 by 12 into 9, which becomes 5x minus 15 by 4 liter. So we use the alligation formula. Now 7x minus 21 by 4 upon 5x minus 15 by 4 plus 9, because 9 liter of mixture B is added. So it will become ratio 7:9. Clear? So when we calculate it, we get the value of x, which is 3 liter. Clear? Now next one. So x equals to 3. So what will be the quantity of A? We let it 7x. So it will become 21 liter. Next one. 50 gram of an alloy of gold and silver contain 80% gold by weight. The quantity of gold what is to be mixed up with this alloy so that it may contain 90%, 95% of the gold. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Let the quantity of gold to be mixed is x gram. Clear? So we use the alligation formula 80 upon 100 multiplying by 50 plus x upon 20 upon 100 into 50 is equals to 95 upon 5. We can write it because it contains 95% gold. So 5% another alloy. Clear? Now this ratio is equal. So when we calculate it, we get the value of x, which is become 150 gram. Clear? Next is 2 casks of 48 liter and 42 liter are filled with mixture of wine and water. The ratio in the 2 casks being respectively 13:7 and 18:17. If the content of the 2 casks be mixed and 20 liter of water added to the whole, what will be the ratio of wine to water in the resultant mixture? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now water quantity in first case 7 by 20, because total quantity we can let it 20 unit. So 7 by 20 multiplying by 48, and second water will be 17 by 35 multiplying by 42. Clear? In both casks we know the quantity of water. Clear? So total quantity of water in 90 liter of this mixture, we just solve it. We get the 186 by 5 liter. Now after adding 20 liter of water, the quantity will become, just we add it and we get 286 upon 5. Clear? Now we know that the quantity of wine in 110 liter of mixture, because total if we add it 48, 42 plus how many liters? 20 liters. So it will become 110 liters. When we subtract it, we get the quantity of wine, which become 264 upon 5 liter. Clear? So required ratio will become wine and water 264 upon 5 ratio 286 upon 5. So when we solve it, 5 cancel out, and when we calculate, we get the ratio 12:13. Clear? Next one. A container contain 80 liter of milk. From this container, 8 liter of milk was taken out and replaced by water. This process was further repeated 3 times. How much of milk is now contained by the container? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to using formula 11.2, which are replacement formula. Milk contain 80 into 1 minus 8 upon 80 to the power 4. Clear? So when we calculate it, we get 52.48 liter. Clear? Next one. A cylinder which has the capacity of 8 liter contain a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen. The volume of oxygen in the cylinder is 16% of the total volume. A few liter of the mixture is released and an equal amount of nitrogen is added. Then the same amount of mixture is as before is released and replaced by the nitrogen for the second time. As the result, in the oxygen content become 9% of the total volume. Find the amount of the mixture released each time. You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Now we are going to using formula 11.2. By this formula, we just make this equation according to question. Let each time y amount of the mixture release. So total amount 8, 1 minus y upon 8 square because it happens 2 times and the total amount is 8. Ratio is given 0.09 upon 0.16. It is given in the question because before it was 16% and after that it becomes 9%. So when we calculate it, we get the value of y. Clear? So y will become 2 liter. Clear? Next one. 9 liter of water are drawn from a container full of water and it is then filled with milk. 9 liter of mixture are drawn and the container is again filled with milk. The quantity of water now left in the container if the total of the milk in it is become 16:9. How much liquid does the container hold? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. We are going to using formula 11.2. Let initially container contain x liter of water. So the by formula it becomes 16 upon 9. So 16 is the amount of the milk in ratio 25 in the respect of total amount. So we can say that x into 1 minus 9 upon x square upon x, we can say that 19 upon 16 upon 25. Clear? So when we solve it, we get the value of x. Clear? So we just calculated 1 minus 9 upon x equals to 4/5. So when we calculate it, we get x equals to 45 liter. Clear? So the question was, how much liquid does the container hold? Container hold 45 liter. Clear? Next one. Vessel A and B contain mixture of milk and water in the ratio 4:5 and 5:1 respectively. In what ratio should quantities of mixture be taken from A and B to form a mixture in which milk to water in the ratio 5:4? You have 5 options and 10 seconds to analyze the question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. Vessel A and B contain mixture of milk and water in the ratio 4:5 and 5:1. Clear? So the quantity of milk in vessel A become total is 5. Total is 9. 4 plus 5 and milk is 4. Clear? Same way, quantity of milk in second vessel 5 plus 1 6 and 5 liter is milk 5 units. So we can say that 5/6. Same way, quantity of milk in the mixture will become total quantity is 5 plus 4 9 and make the ratio 5/9. By the formula of alligation 4/9 and 5/6 and the average is 5/9. So we get the ratio of the quantity and ratio will become 5:2. Now summarizing our today's lecture, what is mixture? Combination combining 2 or more substances to form a new mixture. Key formula, the average concentration or cost of the mixture can be calculated. Concentration average equals to A into Ca plus B into Cb upon A plus B, where A and B is the quantity of the substance and Ca and Cb are their respective concentration or cost. Now, what is alligation? Used to find the average price of the concentration when mixing different items or to determine the ratio in which they should be mixed. Formula will become find the mixing ratio based on the difference between individual values and the average. Ca minus C average upon C average minus Cb. Clear? So thank you.